All right, ECON 150, week 3, and chapter 1. So, the 2 points that I thought were the most interesting. One, Starbucks makes its money based on location. So, I thought this was really interesting and a really good way to introduce scarcity, something that's very important to economics that I'm now learning. He brought up the fact that Starbucks makes its money based on its location. Like in the metro, it was making its money based off the fact that it was the only coffee place. The fact that like people come in there for not for like a cheap cup of coffee, but because it's convenient. You know, it's convenient. It's yeah, they could make it themselves and it would be technically cheaper, but it makes its money based on location. And part of that is that people know it's a good product, it's a reliable product, they have a good reputation, so they have high profits. With that, to relate it to something that I already know, that's something that I try to do to remember things. I related it to the fact that the pod market at Western is insanely upcharged. So there's not a lot of places to go shopping on Western's campus. Like there's not a Dollar General, there's not a Dollar Tree. So they take advantage of the fact that a lot of students that go to Western live on campus. They don't have cars, they can't go anywhere. So they jack up their prices because their products are scarce. But that's just, there's that. And another point that I thought was really interesting was, are we being ripped off? So this really got my attention because there's two things that he lists as why the profits might be high. And it's one, customers value the product. It's a good product, people keep coming back, so the profits are high. And two, entry into the market is gatekeep. Well, he didn't say gatekeep, but that's kind of like what I thought. It's hard to get into the market. So, like, if it's really hard to get into the market, the profits are probably going to be high. So you might not want to trust them as much. But something that I related to myself was that I worked for Chick-fil-A for 3 years, and it was great, wonderful, recommend it. But a big reason why the profits were so high, well, one, because they were really good at managing their business. They're very, very, very efficient. But the customers value the product. They keep coming back for it. I would see the same people every single day, knew them by name. The customers valued the product, so their profits were high. So, yeah, those are the 2 points that I thought were the most interesting. I thought the Meadows thing analogy kind of went on for too long, and it got a little confusing because I don't know anything about farms. But, yeah.